Are you ready to unlock your full potential and transform your life with the power of positive self-talk? In this groundbreaking guide, you'll discover how to reprogram your mind for prosperity, boost your self-esteem, and cultivate an abundance mindset. Master the art of creating personalized affirmations, practice powerful visualization techniques, and develop a resilient mindset that can weather any storm. With advanced techniques and strategies tailored to your specific needs, you'll be unstoppable in your pursuit of continuous improvement and lifelong success. Chapter 1: Introduction to the Power of Self-Talk. Have you ever noticed that little voice inside your head constantly narrating your life? That's your self-talk, and it's far more powerful than you might imagine. Every thought, every word you whisper to yourself has the potential to shape your reality in profound ways. From the moment you wake up to the instant you fall asleep, this internal dialogue influences your emotions, decisions, and actions. Words are not merely sounds or symbols on a page. They are the building blocks of our personal universe. The language we use, especially when addressing ourselves, can elevate us to great heights or plunge us into the depths of despair. It's a tool so potent that it can literally rewire our brains, transforming our perception of the world and our place in it. In this book, we'll embark on a transformative journey to harness the incredible power of self-talk. You'll discover how to identify and overcome negative thought patterns, create empowering affirmations, and cultivate an abundance mindset that attracts success in all areas of your life. We'll explore cutting-edge scientific research, practical techniques, and real-life examples that demonstrate the life-changing potential of positive self-talk. By the time you finish this book, you'll have the tools to reprogram your mind for unlimited abundance. You'll learn how to silence your inner critic, boost your self-esteem, and develop unshakable confidence. But this is just the beginning. As we dive into the next chapter, you'll uncover the fascinating science behind self-talk and how it shapes the very structure of your brain. Before we continue, make sure to subscribe to Grow to the Top and activate notifications to receive more self-improvement tips that will supercharge your growth. Chapter 2: The Science Behind Self-Talk. Imagine your brain as a vast, intricate network of highways constantly under construction. This incredible adaptability is known as neuroplasticity, and it's the key to understanding why self-talk is so powerful. Every time you engage in self-talk, you're not just having a conversation with yourself. You're literally rewiring your brain, creating new neural pathways, and strengthening existing ones. The words we use shape our reality in ways that go far beyond mere metaphor. Neurolinguistic research has shown that the language we use activates specific regions in our brain, influencing our perception, emotions, and even physical responses. When you tell yourself, "I can't," your brain responds differently than when you say, "I haven't yet." These subtle linguistic differences can have profound effects on your motivation, perseverance, and ultimately your success. Numerous scientific studies have demonstrated the tangible impact of self-talk on performance and well-being. From athletes who use positive self-talk to enhance their physical performance to students who improve their test scores through affirmations, the evidence is clear: how we talk to ourselves matters. One particularly striking study conducted at Stanford University found that students who were taught to view their minds as malleable, a growth mindset, significantly outperformed those who believed their intelligence was fixed. This research underscores the power of self-talk in shaping not just our thoughts, but our actual capabilities. As we delve deeper into the science of self-talk, you'll begin to see how every word you say to yourself is a brushstroke on the canvas of your life. But what happens when that canvas is marred by negative self-talk? In the next chapter, we'll explore how to identify and overcome the limiting beliefs that may be holding you back from reaching your full potential. Chapter 3: Identifying and Overcoming Negative Self-Talk. We all have that inner critic, the voice that whispers doubts and fears into our ear. "You're not good enough," it says. "You'll never succeed." These limiting beliefs are the silent saboteurs of our dreams, holding us back from reaching our true potential. But here's the truth. These beliefs are not facts. They're simply patterns of thought that we've internalized over time, often without even realizing it. Negative self-talk comes in many forms. There's the all-or-nothing thinker who sees every setback as a total failure, the fortune teller who predicts doom and gloom before even trying, the mind reader who assumes others are thinking the worst about them. Recognizing these patterns is the first step towards breaking free from their grip. But how do we transform these negative thoughts into positive ones? It starts with awareness. Pay attention to your inner dialogue. When you catch yourself in a negative thought pattern, pause. Challenge that thought. Is it really true? What evidence do you have to support or refute it? Often you'll find that these limiting beliefs crumble under scrutiny. Next, practice reframing. Instead of, "I'm terrible at public speaking," try, "Public speaking is a skill I'm working on improving." This subtle shift acknowledges the challenge while maintaining a growth mindset. It's not about denying reality, but about approaching it with a constructive attitude. Another powerful technique is the what-if flip. When your mind races with negative what-ifs, "What if I fail?" flip them to positive ones. "What if I succeed beyond my wildest dreams?" This not only counters negativity, but opens your mind to exciting possibilities. As you practice these techniques, you'll find your inner landscape gradually shifting. The voice of your inner critic will grow quieter, replaced by a more supportive, encouraging inner dialogue. But transforming negative self-talk is just the beginning. In the next chapter, we'll explore how to actively cultivate positive self-talk through the power of affirmations. Chapter 4. Creating Effective Affirmations. Imagine having a personal cheerleader with you at all times, encouraging you, believing in you, and reminding you of your potential. That's the power of affirmations. These carefully crafted positive statements can become the soundtrack of your success, playing on repeat in your mind and shaping your reality. But not all affirmations are created equal. The key to crafting effective affirmations lies in making them personal, present tense, and powerful. Instead of generic statements, tailor your affirmations to your specific goals and challenges. "I am confident and articulate in all my presentations" is far more impactful than a vague, "I am good at my job." The use of present tense in affirmations is crucial. When you say, "I will be successful," you're pushing that success into some undefined future. But when you declare, "I am successful," you're programming your mind to embody that success right now. This subtle shift can have profound effects on your subconscious mind, aligning your thoughts and actions with your desired reality. Incorporating emotion into your affirmations amplifies their power. "I confidently embrace new opportunities" carries more weight than a dry, "I take on new tasks." Feel the confidence, the excitement, the joy as you speak your affirmations. This emotional engagement helps to embed the affirmation deeper into your psyche. But crafting affirmations is only half the battle. The real magic happens when you make them a daily practice. Start your morning by looking in the mirror and speaking your affirmations out loud. Write them down in a journal. Set reminders on your phone to repeat them throughout the day. The more you integrate affirmations into your daily routine, the more natural and automatic positive self-talk becomes. As you begin to harness the power of affirmations, you'll notice a shift in your mindset and your results. But words are just the beginning. In the next chapter, we'll explore how to supercharge your affirmations by combining them with the potent technique of visualization. Chapter 5. Visualization Techniques for Success. Close your eyes for a moment and imagine yourself achieving your biggest goal. Can you see it? Feel it? Taste it? This is visualization, and it's not just daydreaming. It's a powerful tool used by world-class athletes, successful entrepreneurs, and high achievers in every field. When you vividly imagine your success, you're not just entertaining yourself, you're literally programming your brain for achievement. The science behind visualization is fascinating. Studies have shown that the brain doesn't distinguish between a vividly imagined experience and a real one. When you visualize yourself performing an action, the same neural pathways are activated as when you actually perform that action. This means that visualization can serve as a form of mental rehearsal, priming your brain and body for success. To harness the power of visualization, start with a clear, specific goal. Find a quiet space where you won't be disturbed, close your eyes, and begin to create a mental movie of your success. Engage all your senses. If your goal is to give a successful presentation, see yourself standing confidently at the podium, hear the applause of the audience, feel the surge of accomplishment coursing through your body. The key to effective visualization is consistency and detail. Practice your visualization exercises daily, preferably at the same time each day. The more you repeat this mental rehearsal, the more natural and believable it becomes to your subconscious mind. But here's where the magic really happens. Combine your visualizations with your affirmations. As you imagine your success, repeat your affirmations either mentally or out loud. This powerful combination engages both the visual and auditory centers of your brain, creating a more holistic and impactful experience. As you integrate visualization into your daily routine, you'll find yourself more motivated, more confident, and more prepared to seize opportunities as they arise. Your mind will begin to recognize and create pathways to turn your visualized success into reality. But visualization and affirmations are just the beginning. In the next chapter, we'll explore how to build unshakable resilience and confidence that can weather any storm. Chapter 6: Building Resilience and Confidence. Life is a roller coaster of ups and downs, triumphs and setbacks. But what if you could develop an inner strength so powerful that no obstacle could derail you? That's the essence of resilience, and it starts with the way you talk to yourself. When faced with challenges, your self-talk becomes your inner coach. Instead of saying, "I can't handle this," try, "This is difficult, but I've overcome challenges before, and I can do it again." This shift in language doesn't deny the reality of the situation, but it reframes it as an opportunity for growth rather than an insurmountable obstacle. Confidence, too, is built through consistent, positive self-talk. It's not about empty bravado, but about recognizing and affirming your own worth and abilities. Start by acknowledging your strengths and past successes. Remind yourself daily of your capabilities with statements like, "I am competent and capable of handling whatever comes my way." But what about when things don't go as planned? This is where resilience truly shines. Instead of berating yourself for failures, use self-talk to extract lessons from the experience. "What can I learn from this?" becomes a powerful tool for growth. Remember, every setback is a setup for a comeback. An effective technique for building resilience is the future self dialogue. When faced with a challenge, imagine your future self who has already overcome this obstacle. What would they say to you? How would they encourage you? This perspective shift can provide comfort and confidence in difficult times. As you practice these techniques, you'll find your resilience growing stronger, your confidence becoming unshakable. But this inner strength isn't just for weathering storms. It's also the foundation for creating abundance in your life. In the next chapter, we'll explore how to shift from a mindset of scarcity to one of limitless abundance. Chapter 7: Cultivating an Abundance Mindset. Imagine two people looking at the same glass of water. One sees it as half empty, lamenting what's missing. The other sees it as half full, grateful for what's there. This simple metaphor illustrates the profound difference between a scarcity mindset and an abundance mindset. And the good news? You have the power to choose which perspective you adopt. Shifting from scarcity to abundance starts with your self-talk. Instead of "there's never enough," try "there's always more than enough." Rather than "I can't afford that," reframe it as "how can I create the resources for that?" This subtle shift opens your mind to possibilities rather than limitations. Daily practices can reinforce this abundance mindset. Start each day by listing 3 things you're grateful for. This simple act trains your brain to focus on what you have rather than what you lack. As you go through your day, catch yourself in moments of scarcity thinking and consciously reframe them in terms of abundance. Generosity is another powerful tool for cultivating abundance. When you give, whether it's your time, your skills, or your resources, you're sending a powerful message to your subconscious. I have more than enough to share. This act of giving creates a positive feedback loop, attracting more abundance into your life. Gratitude, too, plays a crucial role. End each day by reflecting on the abundance you've experienced. This could be material wealth, but it could also be abundance in relationships, in opportunities, in moments of joy. The more you acknowledge abundance, the more you'll notice it in your life. Remember, an abundance mindset isn't about denying challenges or difficulties. It's about approaching life with the belief that there are always opportunities, always solutions, always enough. As you cultivate this mindset, you'll find yourself attracting more positivity, more opportunities, and more success into your life. But how do you translate this abundance mindset into tangible results in your daily life? In the next chapter, we'll explore practical applications and daily routines that will help you embed these powerful concepts into every aspect of your life. Chapter 8: Practical Applications and Daily Routines. Change doesn't happen overnight, but it does happen over time with consistent effort. The key to transforming your self-talk and mindset lies in integrating these new practices into your daily life. Let's explore how to make positive self-talk as natural as breathing. Start your day with intention. Before you even get out of bed, take a moment to set a positive tone for the day. Repeat your favorite affirmation or simply say, "Today is going to be a great day." This simple act primes your mind for positivity right from the start. Design a morning routine that reinforces your new mindset. This could include meditation, journaling, or reviewing your goals. The key is consistency. Even just 15 minutes each morning can have a profound impact over time. Throughout the day, use trigger moments to remind yourself to check in with your self-talk. These could be every time you look at your watch, every time you get a notification on your phone, or every time you take a sip of water. Use these moments to pause, take a breath, and reset your mental state if needed. Technology can be a powerful ally in your journey. Use apps to set reminders for positive affirmations throughout the day. Create a playlist of motivational speeches or podcasts to listen to during your commute. Use a digital journal to track your progress and reflect on your growth. End your day with reflection. Take a few minutes before bed to review your day. What went well? What could you improve? What are you grateful for? This practice not only reinforces positive thinking, but also helps your brain consolidate the lessons of the day. Remember, the goal isn't perfection. There will be days when negative self-talk creeps in, and that's okay. The important thing is to notice it and gently guide yourself back to positivity. Over time, these practices will become second nature, fundamentally changing the way you interact with yourself and the world. As you integrate these practices into your daily life, you'll start to notice shifts not just in your thinking, but in your emotional state as well. In the next chapter, we'll explore how positive self-talk can be a powerful tool for managing your emotions and enhancing your psychological well-being. Chapter 9: Emotional and Psychological Well-Being. Emotions are the colors that paint our life experiences, but sometimes those colors can feel overwhelming or out of control. The good news? Your self-talk is a powerful tool for regulating your emotional state and enhancing your overall psychological well-being. When it comes to managing stress and anxiety, your inner dialogue can be your best friend or your worst enemy. Instead of catastrophizing with thoughts like, "Everything is going wrong," try a more balanced approach. "This is challenging, but I have the skills to handle it." This reframing doesn't deny the difficulty of the situation, but it puts you in a problem-solving mindset rather than a helpless one. Building a positive inner dialogue is like creating a safe haven within yourself. Start by becoming aware of your habitual thought patterns. When you notice negative self-talk, don't judge it. Instead, gently redirect it. If you find yourself thinking, "I'm so stupid for making that mistake," try instead, "I'm human, and mistakes are opportunities to learn and grow." One powerful technique for emotional regulation is the name it to tame it approach. When you're feeling a strong emotion, simply naming it can help reduce its intensity. "I'm feeling frustrated right now" can be surprisingly calming. Follow it up with a supportive statement like, "It's okay to feel this way, and this feeling will pass." Remember, the goal isn't to eliminate negative emotions entirely. They're a normal part of the human experience. Instead, aim to create a supportive inner environment where you can experience all emotions without being overwhelmed by them. Your self-talk can be the compassionate friend who's always there to listen and support you. As you practice these techniques, you'll likely notice an improvement not just in your emotional state, but in your overall sense of well-being. You'll become more resilient in the face of challenges, more confident in your ability to handle whatever life throws at you. But emotional well-being is just one piece of the puzzle. In the next chapter, we'll explore how positive self-talk can enhance your clarity, focus, and goal-setting abilities. Chapter 10: Clarity, Focus, and Goal Setting. Imagine standing at the foot of a mountain, your ultimate goal waiting at the summit. The path may seem daunting, but with clarity of vision, laser-like focus, and effective goal-setting strategies, that peak is within your reach. And it all starts with how you talk to yourself. Defining clear goals is the first step on your journey to success. But it's not just about what you want to achieve, it's about why you want to achieve it. Use self-talk to dig deep into your motivations. Ask yourself, why is this goal important to me? The more emotionally connected you are to your goals, the more motivated you'll be to pursue them. Once you've defined your goals, use positive self-talk to maintain focus. When distractions arise, and they will, have a mantra ready. "I choose to focus on what truly matters" can be a powerful way to redirect your attention. Remember, focus is not about never getting distracted. It's about how quickly you can bring yourself back to what's important. One of the most powerful ways to use self-talk in goal achievement is to transform obstacles into opportunities. When you encounter a roadblock, instead of saying, "This is impossible," try, "How can I use this challenge to grow and improve?" This shift in perspective can turn even the most daunting obstacles into stepping stones to success. Visualization comes into play here as well. Regularly visualize yourself achieving your goals, and couple this with positive affirmations. "I am capable of achieving specific goal" reinforces your belief in your abilities and keeps you aligned with your objectives. Break down larger goals into smaller, manageable tasks and use self-talk to celebrate each small win along the way. "I've completed this step, and I'm one step closer to my goal," acknowledges progress and maintains motivation. Remember, goal setting and achievement is not a one-time event. It's an ongoing process. Regularly check in with yourself. Are your goals still aligned with your values and aspirations? Are you making progress? Use self-talk to reflect, adjust, and recommit as needed. As you master the art of using self-talk for clarity, focus, and goal setting, you'll find yourself making steady progress towards your dreams. But success isn't just about personal achievement. It's also about how we interact with others. In the next chapter, we'll explore how positive self-talk can enhance your relationships and social interactions. Chapter 11: Enhancing Relationships with Positive Self-Talk. The way we talk to ourselves doesn't just affect our inner world, it radiates outward, influencing every interaction we have. By harnessing the power of positive self-talk, we can transform our relationships, creating deeper connections and more meaningful interactions. Empathy starts with self-empathy. When you're kind to yourself in your inner dialogue, it becomes easier to extend that kindness to others. Practice self-talk that acknowledges your own feelings and needs. This internal awareness translates into better understanding of others' emotions and perspectives. In interpersonal relationships, our self-talk often acts as a filter through which we interpret others' actions. If your inner voice is constantly critical, you might misinterpret neutral comments as attacks. By cultivating more positive self-talk, you create a more optimistic lens through which to view your interactions. Authenticity and vulnerability are key to deep connections, and positive self-talk can help you embrace both. When your inner voice reassures you that you're worthy of love and belonging, it becomes easier to show your true self to others. Try affirmations like, I am worthy of authentic connections, or my vulnerability is a strength, not a weakness. Remember, the goal isn't to eliminate all negative thoughts about social interactions. Instead, aim for a balanced, realistic perspective. If you're nervous about a social event, instead of saying, everyone will hate me, try it's normal to feel nervous, and I have the social skills to handle this situation. As you apply these principles, you'll likely notice a shift in your relationships. You'll approach interactions with more confidence, openness, and empathy. But this is just the beginning. In the next chapter, we'll explore advanced techniques to take your self-talk practice to the next level. Chapter 12, Advanced Techniques and Strategies. You've come a long way in your self-talk journey, but there's always room for growth. Let's explore some advanced techniques to supercharge your practice and tailor it to your specific goals. One powerful advanced technique is the future self dialogue. Imagine your ideal self 5 years from now. What would they say to you? How would they encourage you? This exercise not only provides motivation, but also helps align your current actions with your long-term vision. Another advanced strategy is the Council of Advisors technique. Imagine a council of your personal heroes or role models. When faced with a challenge, ask yourself, what would hero's name say to me right now? This can provide fresh perspectives and inspiration. For those pursuing specific goals, try the identity affirmation technique. Instead of saying, I want to be a successful entrepreneur, say, I am a successful entrepreneur. This subtle shift helps your subconscious align your actions with your desired identity. Combining self-talk with physical anchors can amplify its effects. Choose a physical gesture, like touching your thumb and forefinger together, and pair it with a powerful affirmation. Over time, the physical gesture alone can trigger the positive emotional state associated with the affirmation. Remember, the most effective self-talk is personalized. Experiment with these techniques, adapt them to your needs, and don't be afraid to create your own. The key is to find what resonates most deeply with you. As you master these advanced techniques, you'll find your self-talk practice becoming more nuanced and powerful. But self-talk doesn't exist in isolation. It's part of a holistic approach to personal growth. In the next chapter, we'll explore how to integrate self-talk with other aspects of your life for maximum impact. Chapter 13, Holistic Approach to Self-Talk. Self-talk doesn't happen in a vacuum. It's intimately connected to every aspect of our lives. By taking a holistic approach, we can create a powerful synergy between our thoughts, actions, and environment. Let's start with the physical. Our bodies and minds are inextricably linked. Regular exercise, adequate sleep, and proper nutrition all contribute to a more positive mental state, making it easier to maintain constructive self-talk. In turn, positive self-talk can motivate you to take better care of your physical health. Try affirmations like, I honor my body by taking care of it, or each healthy choice I make energizes my mind and body. Consider your environment. The spaces we inhabit can significantly influence our thoughts and emotions. Declutter your physical space and see how it clears mental space as well. Surround yourself with objects that inspire positivity, perhaps a vision board or meaningful quotes. Your environment can serve as a constant reminder of your positive self-talk practice. Mindfulness and meditation can greatly enhance your self-talk practice. These techniques help you become more aware of your thoughts, making it easier to catch and redirect negative self-talk. Try incorporating short mindfulness breaks throughout your day, using them as opportunities to check in with your inner dialogue. Don't underestimate the power of human connection in supporting your self-talk journey. Share your goals with trusted friends or family members. Consider joining a support group or working with a coach. Sometimes, hearing encouraging words from others can help reinforce our positive inner voice. Remember, change in one area of life often sparks change in others. As you improve your self-talk, you may find other areas of your life improving as well. Embrace this holistic growth and be open to the positive changes that may unfold. As we near the end of our journey, it's time to look towards the future. In our final chapter, we'll explore how to maintain your progress and continue growing long after you've finished this book. Chapter 14, Continuous Improvement and Reflection. Congratulations! You've come so far in your self-talk journey, but remember, this is not the end. It's just the beginning of a lifelong practice of self-discovery and growth. Reflection is a powerful tool for continuous improvement. Set aside time regularly, perhaps weekly or monthly, to review your progress. Ask yourself, how has my self-talk changed? What positive effects have I noticed in my life? Where do I still struggle? This honest self-assessment will help you celebrate your wins and identify areas for further growth. Keep challenging yourself. As you master basic positive self-talk, set new goals. Perhaps you want to use self-talk to overcome a specific fear or to achieve a long-held dream. Remember, the brain is infinitely adaptable. There's no limit to how much you can grow and improve. Don't be afraid to revisit earlier chapters of this book. As you gain new experiences and insights, you may find new meaning in familiar concepts. Each time you review, you'll likely discover something new about yourself. Consider keeping a long-term journal of your self-talk journey. This can be a powerful tool for tracking your progress over time and a source of inspiration when you face challenges. Remember, perfection is not the goal. There will be days when negative self-talk creeps in, and that's okay. The key is to approach yourself with compassion and to view each setback as an opportunity for learning and growth. As we conclude this book, I want to leave you with a final thought. You have within you an incredible power, the power to shape your reality through your thoughts and words. Every time you choose a positive thought, every time you speak kindly to yourself, you're building a better future. You've already taken the first step by reading this book. Now, armed with these tools and techniques, you're ready to embark on a lifelong journey of self-discovery and personal growth. Your potential is limitless, your future is bright, and it all begins with how you talk to yourself. So, what will you say to yourself today? What amazing futures will you speak into existence? The power is yours. Use it wisely, use it often, and watch as your life transforms in ways you never thought possible. Remember, you are the author of your own story. Make it a bestseller.